The LGBTQ community faces numerous challenges on a daily basis, from discrimination and prejudice to lack of legal protections and access to healthcare. It is important to shed light on these issues in order to create a more inclusive and accepting society. In this blog post, we will explore some of the main challenges that the LGBTQ community has to face. Section 1. Discrimination and prejudice. One of the biggest challenges that the LGBTQ community faces is discrimination and prejudice. Many LGBTQ individuals are subjected to hate speech, violence, and exclusion simply because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. This can have a devastating impact on their mental health and well-being, leading to higher rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide. Section 2. Lack of legal protections. Another major challenge for the LGBTQ community is the lack of legal protections. In many countries, LGBTQ individuals do not have the same rights as their heterosexual counterparts, including the right to marry, adopt children, or access healthcare. This can make it difficult for LGBTQ individuals to live their lives authentically and openly, leading to feelings of isolation and marginalization. Section 3. Access to healthcare. Access to healthcare is another significant challenge for the LGBTQ community. Many LGBTQ individuals face barriers to receiving quality healthcare, including discrimination from healthcare providers, lack of culturally competent care, and limited access to services such as hormone therapy and mental health support. This can have serious consequences for their physical and mental well-being, leading to higher rates of chronic illness and mental health disorders. Section 4. Mental health. Mental health is a major concern for the LGBTQ community, with studies showing that LGBTQ individuals are at a higher risk of experiencing mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. This can be attributed to the discrimination and stigma that many LGBTQ individuals face on a daily basis, as well as the lack of support and resources available to them. It is important for the LGBTQ community to have access to mental health services that are inclusive and affirming of their identities. Section 5. Homelessness. Homelessness is a significant issue for many LGBTQ individuals, with studies showing that LGBTQ youth are disproportionately affected by homelessness compared to their heterosexual counterparts. This can be attributed to family rejection, discrimination, and lack of support systems for LGBTQ individuals. It is important for society to address the root causes of LGBTQ homelessness and provide safe and affirming housing options for LGBTQ individuals in need. Section 6. Employment discrimination. Employment discrimination is a major challenge for the LGBTQ community, with many LGBTQ individuals facing discrimination in the workplace based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. This can lead to job insecurity, lower wages, and limited career advancement opportunities for LGBTQ individuals. It is important for employers to create inclusive and supportive work environments for LGBTQ employees, free from discrimination and harassment. Section 7. Violence and hate crimes. Violence and hate crimes are a serious concern for the LGBTQ community, with many LGBTQ individuals experiencing physical and verbal attacks simply because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. This can have a devastating impact on the mental and physical well-being of LGBTQ individuals, leading to feelings of fear, anxiety, and trauma. It is important for society to address the root causes of LGBTQ violence and hate crimes and create safe and inclusive communities for LGBTQ individuals to thrive. Section 8. Lack of representation. Lack of representation is a significant challenge for the LGBTQ community, with many LGBTQ individuals feeling invisible and marginalized in mainstream media, politics, and society. This lack of representation can perpetuate stereotypes and misconceptions about the LGBTQ community, leading to further discrimination and prejudice. It is important for society to amplify the voices and stories of LGBTQ individuals and create more inclusive and diverse spaces for LGBTQ representation. Section 9. Conclusion. In conclusion, the LGBTQ community faces numerous challenges on a daily basis, from discrimination and prejudice to lack of legal protections and access to healthcare. It is important for society to address these issues and create a more inclusive and accepting environment for LGBTQ individuals to thrive. By raising awareness and advocating for change, we can create a world where all individuals, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity, can live their lives authentically and without fear of discrimination or prejudice.